So guys, now in this part we are going to save our variables because before we did it, but still we didn't save them. For saving variable, we need to back to our flowchart items. Let's go inside of, for example, the clickable hook. Here we are going to click on that. We want to call save variable. Then we need here to say which variable we want to save is our has hook, and we need a text for that, and I'm going to write the same here, so has hook, so that I don't make a mistake. So that means we want the text to save that variable in that text, and then from that text we are going to load it. So here after that I'm going to bring it. As soon as we set it, we want to save it, so we need to do it the same for the other ones. So I'm just copy that. Here I'm going also as well to paste it, bring it up. Now here has hook has one road, and here also change the name road, and be sure that you use the same word when you want to load it. So then here also we need to do it again. I think it was here when we set the value no loop. So let's paste it and bring it up. There. So canon no loop. Here also canon no loop. Now let's load the variable. That means when the game started, we want to load all the variable. Here I'm going to click, search for the load and load the variable. So now here again, which one you want to load? So has hook. So that means we want to call has hook and that variable, so true or false. Put it at has hook. So we need to duplicate it 2 times. One of them is for the has one mode. And then this one is for canon no loop. So now after we load this variable, we need to say which object we want to deactivate it. So now here we can use a if function. So if we can set the variable that we want has hook is true, then we want to set active, and what we want to active our the hook, this one. So when we have has hook, we want to deactivate it actually. Then we need to use the end to finish the if. Now I'm going to just use the shift at if and highlight all of them and duplicate it for another times, also for another times. We need, when we have has one mode, we need to also deactivate that as well. So one mode to get deactivated. And one for our Canon as well. Here we need to use actually two items. First we need Canon. Without warp, we need to activate it. And also let's duplicate this one. And I'm going to put Canon with warp inside. So that means if Canon no warp is true, then Canon without warp should be true. So this one will be true. And this one will be false. We are going to deactivate the Canon without warp and deactivate the one so with warp. So now let's see if now we could save it or not. So let's see if we disable everything. We just need to have that, I think, cutlass. So now I'm going to test it and I hope it's work without any problems. So now I'm going to pick the armhood. As you see, I picked it. Armhood is saved. Now we are going to stop it and play it, and we shouldn't see the armhood. As you see, the armhood is disabled and we cannot see it anymore. So now the next item, we are going to use this cutlass. Let's make it a little bit big. Add Canon. Now if you are stop again, we should also save it, and the next time we should have this the Canon without warp. So as you see, now the Canon also has no warp. Next one will be our hook. So let's test it as well. We activate it. We have it here. And as you see that we have that hook there, but the problem is the volley still is at old position. So we need also to save that as well. So for the volley, we need also to go in the torque flow chart. We need also to save that as well. So let's go where we are going to save our torque. Here we need to say save variable torque to torque. But if you have more character in your game, it's better to just change that to, for example, talk to Valley, talk to, I don't know, someone else, to John, or talk to Lucas, to change it so that it will be not the same key. So now I'm going to put this save there. Now let's go inside of our start. So like what we did for our items here, we need also to load variable in our talk. So here now we need to use if. We need end as well. And we need to set our animator. So for setting the animator, I think it was here where it's going to cry. This one, let's copy that. Paste it here, bring it up. Now if talk is true, then we want to set this animation. But before that, we need also to go to the animator here, because from here we started. We need also connect from idle to cry. Here I'm going to make a transition to cry, and if cry is true, we are going direct there. So like what we have here, we are going to do that there. And also I'm going to make this transition duration to 0. So without any delay, we want to go to cry. So now everything should work fine. So here we set it and end it. Let's see how is it everything's with so Valley. So I want to make it a little bit bigger. He's going to cry, and let's see if we save that. The variable should get saved. So we need to go to talk. It's saved, and so it's activated. The only thing is that this object, we need to also deactivate it. But actually we don't need, because we didn't save this part. But when everything is saved correctly, then we don't need to do anything with that hook. So now let's so we cannot talk to him anymore. So let's stop it and play it again. In the start, so the talk didn't save the why it didn't saved. So guys, and the reason that it didn't save because of that, execute an event. So we didn't say what it when should it be so executed. We need to say when game is started, we need to execute it. Now it should work correctly. Let's see. As you see, we already saved it, and the value is also at crying situation. There is no hook down and so on, on the ground, and everything is fine. So that is how we can save our the game process. So then don't forget start always. So game started, that means when the game is start to begin to running, we want to load the variable, and what after we load the variable, what should happen. So that is the one that we need to do. And really important, so the same is where you are going to set the variable to be true or false. You need to save them as well. So for example, here after you got the pistol, you can say, hey, I got a pistol, save it, and you didn't go anymore to that conversation. So later I'm going to make a complicated dialogue, so conversation between the Guybrush and Wally, so that we will you will learn more what to do, how to do, to save system, to talk to them. Right now I didn't want to make it complicated. I just wanted to make it easy one so that you can understand it easier. So now next thing that we need to do is to also save our scene and load the scene. When we are going to start the game, we want to delete all the save that we have and start the game from the beginning. And when we have already the save, we want to just continue our game to go back to the scene that we were and continue the process of our game from where we stop it. And one thing that we need also to work is the sounds. Right now, when the player gets something, we don't have any sound. And we want us also have a sound when we add something in the inventory, some dialogue sound like a Monkey Island, and so maybe some other stuff that we can do with Fungus. So, and I try to teach you as much as possible. So, hope you enjoyed this course until now. See you now in the next video.